bit of a frog in my throat. But yeah, how we doing? And we have a good bit going on. Let's put that way. So it's little Christmas today too. So as you can see, we took down the decorations here on the Christmas cards. And again, thank you to everybody who sent me a Christmas card this year. It was very kindly. We got 5 or 6 Christmas cards from people. I probably will do a video to thank them. Well, I probably will be sending them messages anyway. At some point to thank them for the cards. I already thanked them, but I'll probably thank them again just because it's kind of them now to send them on Christmas. So I do that now at some stage. Hello, Sean. How are we doing? Any tricks? How did your birthday go? I hear you out with loads of women. Yes, is it? So allegedly, of course, allegedly. Not bad at all. Very good. Allegedly. Who knows? I'm only joking. But allegedly, a woman was, you know yourself. That's why you always say allegedly. I think that's good enough, that music there. Allegedly speculation. Yeah, that's how you don't get sued. You keep saying just allegedly. And you say in the game. In the game. You're going out with somebody in the game. So I can't get sued for defamation or into that. So, pro tip. If you're threatening to shoot somebody, you just say in the game. But I don't know would that work, to be totally honest, unfortunately. Because actually there was a court case in it's cold. It's got very nippy. But there was a court case was in Australia or New Zealand or something like that, and they killed the partner or something like that. And when they killed the partner, and then somebody heard them saying I was going to kill them, and he was like, "No, I was talking about playing a game and stuff." I don't think that worked out for him. I don't think it worked out very well. But that's a different kettle of fish, I suppose. It's a whole different kettle of fish. But yeah, there's some snow in England, some parts of England, too. So it seems like the snow is catching up with us. So it seems. So it seems. So it'd be soon. I'd probably be taking down the decorations, like the Christmas tree and stuff. Most likely Monday or tomorrow we see. Because usually you take it down after the 6th, your decorations. The cold on the East Coast, cold everywhere. Hello everyone, how are we doing? No, it's bitter now. It's bitterly cold now. It was bitterly cold last night too. It was -3 at one stage, yeah. Even though it's not as bad as it probably could be, So yeah, there seems to be a good bit of upheaval in County Mayo. Uh, I can't remember the town's name, but I'm sure people have seen it. The what it's the usual kind of stuff. Let's put it that way. The what they try to push people into a town, and the locals the what they don't. The West is kind of just the same thing that's been happening the last 100 times. Yeah. Uh, so, so the people were told that they wouldn't come, that the owner would like the place that the pub or whatever, it's a hotel kind of a pub, hotel, same thing. They were told this morning that it wasn't going to go ahead and etc. But now it's been confirmed that it seems like it's going to go ahead. So I don't know. But it seems like they're just going to land them in the middle of the night. But they are keeping a 24-hour watch. Like there's somebody there 24 hours watching. But we all know they turn up at 5 o'clock in the morning when there's only one or two about, and the Gardaí push them away like they did in one area in Dublin. Like they just, they waited for everybody to go home. There was only 2 or 3 of them left, and the Gardaí, about 10 of them came along and pushed 2 or 3 out. It pushed 2 or 3 women away. Basically, that was all that was there at that time in the morning. Like that's what they do, unfortunately. Yeah, but you can't watch all the time. Like if you're walking or something like that, it's very tough. And then if you have young children too, you really couldn't keep a 24-hour watch. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that at the time, there'll be only 1 or 2 maybe locals there that they'll be outside of it. It's understandable to have work or to have have children that to put them to bed, that to stay with them. And they take advantage of that, as we've seen in Dublin. The Gardaí waited for everybody to go home, kind of, and there was only 1 or 2 left, at most 4. And this was at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. So they just set about 50 yards in and pushed them all to one side and let the buses in. So that's what happens. That's what they do. That's their tactics. Yeah, they're just trying to catch people out. Like, they're obviously not going to do it fucking during the middle of the day when there's obviously it makes sense to be more people around during the day, and obviously they might face opposition then. And they don't really want people to, retaliate back, basically. Because during the day, if there's maybe 50 people there, the Gardaí would be kind of outnumbered a bit. And especially because it could turn into a huge violent situation. We see what happens in it, but maybe it all work out, kind of. But who knows? Might not do it now. Because originally, as I said this morning, it was said that they weren't going to do it. It was rejected. The owner of the place said he wouldn't house them, basically, and that was, basically thrown out the window there the last few hours. Because the Department of Integration said, it's still up for use. So we shall see. They're not going to probably get their way, the government, in this situation. I don't think. Maybe the will, we see. Because especially because it seems like there's a huge lot of people around in that area that are out and about protesting about it. So we should see what. Yeah, it's like anything's up for grabs. That's what I'm trying to say. Anything is up for grabs. Anything at all. But there's literally the best thing about around this part of Cavan There's nothing really here to use. There's nothing to use in Budget Bridge and your Valley Hills and stuff like that, or even Wet Hills. There's just nothing there. Like the nearest place they could put somebody is in, which they are talking about. I talked about it a few weeks ago. Is Castle Saunderson around there. That's the only place to go really. And then the White Horse and Cotillo, abandoned for years and stuff. And they're doing it up as we speak, but sure, there hasn't been any movement yet. So they're holding back on it, even though the Department of Integration said they'd be there after Christmas. So we don't know yet what's the story there. But again, as I said, they're facing huge opposition in Cotillo, so they might just not do it at all in Cotillo, because there'd be just trouble. There'd be too much. As one councillor said, I think he said there'd be too much trouble about it. Allegedly, that's what I was told. He said, I'm not too sure exactly what he was trying to say. Like it seems to be always just men, and there's no women to be found with children. Like it isn't. You're telling the truth there, but Rotary disagrees with you. But no, I see it myself. I don't need really to be told, because you see it around the town and etc. etc. There's more young men than there is women and children. So, like it's 100% the truth. Yeah, they say it's for homelessness, so it's for the homeless community and stuff like that. But sure, it is in Miguani. Let's put that way. So. It's just shocking how much they gaslight people and they're saying, oh, they're not going to come. So, because as Leo Varadkar said, and it perfectly sums up the whole lot of it. He said people don't have a choice in who lives beside them. Basically, that's what he said. The communities shouldn't have a choice in who deciding who comes in and who doesn't come in. So that just tells you all you need to know right there, what the government are thinking in their heads. That you have no right to know who's coming into your town and stuff. And that's the Taoiseach at the moment. Yeah, well, it's a very hectic time now with this kind of stuff, because there's nothing really. You can protest, but at the moment in time, like take for Cotillo, for example, like just completely ignored. It added for fucking must be 60, 70 weeks at this stage, and they're just being constantly ignored. Like not even one councillor went out of their way to go and see what's up or anything like that. So they're just kind of ignored, and that's what's happening. Yeah, the vote, like, it's the same in Cotillo. A lot of the local people who are builders and stuff like that wouldn't do it. They just wouldn't do it. It's simple as that. So they went and got contractors from Timbuktu to do it, and in other places too, they went and got them from Timbuktu. So, So we should have to see anyway. But I don't know how much. Like a lot of contractors too at the moment, like particularly around Cavan, won't do it for any refugee accommodations and stuff. Because they're getting a good given out to by locals and stuff if they take on contracts for that and stuff. So But they will get, obviously the government will go out and find somebody from Timbuktu to do it. Basically, that's not known to the local community, and they just kind of go in and do it. And unfortunately, that's what's happening. Yeah, sided with the locals. Yeah, it's the same here. A lot of contractors won't do it because people are giving them a piece of their mind if they do it. So they're getting people from outside of the community. Take, for example, they're putting a refugee centre in the town now. They went to all the contractors around the town and stuff, and people would be like, no, we're not going to get, the locals be saying, we're never going to get you for a job again or anything like that. But then they go out and find somebody from Northern Ireland, take, for example, that's not known. They don't give a shit, about that community. They just care about the money. So that's what they're doing at the moment, too. But as I say, there's going to be a lot of talk now the next few months. Yeah, that's exactly what they did, yeah. Northern Ireland, yeah, that's what I'm saying. People who are not from the area and don't really care when, take for example, you're from Timbuktu, right? And you're going to a community that you never went to before, you're going for a job and you're offered a huge amount of money in hand from the government saying, here's a good few 100k, more than you probably should be getting to keep your mouth shut and just to do it. And if it was somebody from the community, be like, no, so with that, the community don't want me to do it, and I'm not doing it. I'm not putting my business at stake to do it. But then they go off and get somebody from Northern Ireland that literally never went to the community before, doesn't care, and just wants the money, basically. So that's what happens, unfortunately. And unfortunately, money talks, and etc. etc. But they are getting it hard to find people to paint and stuff, the refugee centres and stuff. Because a lot of builders just won't do it. Yeah, well, straight away from talking if I'm Northern Ireland, you would know kind of they're trying and stuff. Like there's a few people come up to Cavan from Northern Ireland to do work and stuff, cut lawns and stuff during the summer, because they obviously get paid more up here than they do in Northern Ireland, and stuff. And straight away you can tell where they're from, even with the Northern license plates. You can talk to them from a second, straight away they're from some part down Northern Ireland. Happens all the time up here. Not a lot of northern places and different things to get. Because mainly they are cheaper, but still at the same time they're making a good buck at the same time. They'd be a lot cheaper than they only do up here. They wouldn't charge as much, basically. Bum, bum, bum. You see him. Just want to check something. But yeah, we're going to hear a lot from that now the next few months about immigration and stuff. Because I'm sure when the councils, because you remember the elections are coming up soon, there'll be a lot of knocking done from politicians, and they'll be getting a lot of eatings from people at the door. Basically, let's put it that way. So, they kind of maybe have to do something to, like, be seen to do something at least, even though they don't really care. But they kind of have to do something. If a lot of them want to get elected, they would have to kind of. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that is the number one thing. Like, the cat really won away. And especially if they're looking for a seat in the local town and stuff. Even though it was a council where we met, you can do fuck all, basically. I understand that. You have a say, as I say. You have a say, you have a good voice, as a council you're elected. But at the end of the day, it's the TDs that have the power. But obviously, as local councillors collectively, you can cause a lot of workers. Like in Westmeath there, take for example, the council are not happy, and they wrote a letter to the government saying about it, and saying they don't want to take in any more refugees. Because they can't accommodate the people that have none, take more people in. So we have to just wait and see. But they are going to hear it from the doorstep of everybody in every town and every village, regardless of what whereabouts you're going as a kid. You're going to hear it a lot. Let's put that way. So I don't think you see a TD around that area, Mayo. We're not a TD, a councillor looking for a seat, because they simply wouldn't go to the local store because they'll probably be out of it. Oh, I don't think they'll be able to give empty promises to people this time. Maybe last year or the years before they could have gaslighted them a bit and said, "Oh, we do something" and stuff like that. But when people are literally giving a fuck to them at the door now, when they knock on the door and say, "Would you folk me number one?" Fianna Fáil, Fianna Gael council. The locals are going to kind of give them a good bit of a telling off in the majority of towns. Particularly there on Cavan too, as I say, with the Ukrainians in the houses and stuff with cows and etc., modular homes. Basically put before people that are on the housing list. So the councillors are going to get a whole telling off when they go knocking around some of the areas around the town. So a lot of them probably won't go out campus, and that's just what I'm going to say. A lot of them are going to make up excuses why they can't go out on campus, because they know people will tell them off. Because let's be fair, it's very hard to come across a councillor or TD. Like, they don't show themselves that much. Let's put them that way. Unless you go go out of your way to look for them. You never come across them. You come across them, election them, but that's it. You never see them again. Unless there's a thing for the papers and stuff. They never turn up to anything else. But obviously they can't really hide in this election. But sure, look, we have to just see what happens. But yeah, it's obviously very obvious that a lot of TDs, Fianna Fáil and Fianna Gael, and Sinn Féin TDs too, not TDs but councillors, are not going to keep those seats or get new seats in some areas. Now, I'm kind of 50-50. I still think Sinn Féin is probably going to do very well in this part. It's one of the reasons why I didn't want to, because it was kind of inevitable. Sinn Féin has built a lot of support with particularly young people, impression of people coming out of college and stuff that just want free stuff and all that. So they're kind of focused on them, and there's not really much convincing them. The only thing they take is Sinn Féin as the answer. So there's no getting through to them. They have built a lot of support in many places in Cavan, so they are literally going to probably run away with it. In this county, I don't know about other counties, but in Cavan they probably will. Generally. Yeah, they literally passed them everywhere. So we should see, you know. Yeah, not just carbon posters, exactly. But this is the thing, Sean. They know there's a lot of anger out there. Like, the not can't really gaslight people as much as they used to, because they know people are kind of fighting back, and they can't really gaslight people as much. But they will obviously gaslight people as much as they can. But you know yourself, they kind of gaslighted themselves for too long, and they kind of literally at the end of the road now, where they literally can't make up any more lies because they already have told enough lies. Like, it comes to a point in life, even as a politician and stuff, that you simply cannot make up anything else. After years and years of going on with the same narrative and stuff. So, but we see what happens. But I don't think many people will be fucking bothered to listen to them. That's what I think. Because a lot of people are very ways up about this. Which, as they should be, to be totally honest. So I don't think they're going to give the politician much time to explain themselves. Yeah, apparently so, yeah. We can just land in Timbuktu and declare that safe. Where is this? Yeah, everything's far away, mate. Literally here the government, you literally take the pothole on the road as a far right mate. That there's no potholes on any roads. That's what he was saying. Like, it's just a cut. It's a tactic the government uses now. They just say it's the far right coming up with stuff. People are not. People are, like, take for example. I don't know. There's not enough doctors. There's not people are waiting longer for appointments and stuff. The other could be just like it's the far right making up accusations. It's just common. Just move the blame to someone. Try and blame somebody else. And then the blame for Russia, of course. Putin. It's Putin's fault. Like, it seems to be everybody's fault, but fucking the government's fault. Like, they blame everybody else, but like, they literally blame everybody else, but they won't take responsibility for what they are doing. What's the story in Balamoy? What would you like to know? Yeah, it's pretty much, as you say, there's panic button, basically. It's just the go-to response when they have nothing else, when they're backed into a corner. Also, I don't know how Helen McEntee still has her job, just to say. What's the story? Which story? Where's story? What story? In terms of people, there's only about 3 Ukrainians here, and that's it. There's nobody else around here. There's nowhere to put them anyway. Like, literally, there's nowhere to put them. If only for that, I'd say they would probably cry many. There's been a terrible amount of people just died in the road the last few days. Like, there's literally been 7 people, and today's only the 6th, and the 7 people, I think, or some 8 or 7, or I don't know, something like that. And we're only basically a few days into the new year, and we have that already. Now did you say what? Oh yeah, the road deaths, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, but there's been a huge spike there. Like like even last year was just it was crazy. Every day somebody was being killed. Uh, like it was insane. But just in a few days, like only a few days, like this is a bad trend to start off the year basically. So last year's deaths probably 10 times more. Uh, it's going to be insane. Hello, Joey. How are you doing? But no, it's insane amount of road deaths, particularly pedestrians. Like last year too, there was a lot of people killed just walking and stuff. Uh, it was a lot. And I don't know, like it's many different things. Like it's people speeding, people on the phone, not concentrating. People, there's some drug drivers and people on drugs and stuff. Like it's just crazy stuff what's happening in the world. I think even in Waterford there was something put up that there was a 13-year-old boy driving a car in Waterford. Like he doesn't even have a license. How did he get the car? How does he know how to drive first of all? And he's only 13. He's driving around Waterford City. Um, you know, like God forbid, like I think last year there was a 13-year-old boy or a boy at 12, wasn't it? A young boy that was driving a car and he wasn't supposed to. He was killed in the road. Can't remember what that was, but I remember that happening. Uh, who's that in the hoodie? It's a long story. That's what it's a long story. But I hope you're doing well, Josie. Sorry, I was in the middle. Sorry, I was in the middle of talking about things there. So, but I hope you keep. I hope your New Year's going so good so far. It is literally a long story. So, no, but it is insane now the amount of people being killed. Bum, bum, bum. The Belfast way. So I want to just check about that story in Waterford. Like I do think he was 13. I heard that he was 14. Just want to check. So give me 2 minutes just to check this out. I briefly seen it there yesterday. Don't really know too much more about it.
So my name's Jamie.
Oh yeah. So this was in Waterford. So when the Gaudi in Waterford on routine patrol yesterday afternoon, and past the Faker. So they said he looked young, the driver. So they stopped the car and yeah, he was 13 years old. And they told the Gaudi they were out for a spin on the road, and they don't even have the license. You know, I don't know what the best thing to ask here. What's the parents? Where is this boy's parents? Like, let's put that. I know they can't be looking over your child every 10 seconds, but you know. But I'm sure the Tusla and that's probably involved now. But imagine that being 13-year-old and driving the car on like in a city basically, and you're just driving the car. Like I wouldn't mind if it was in the back end of maybe your farmyard or something like that, maybe off the road and stuff. But you know, it's not a joke kind of a vehicle and stuff. It's no, you could end up dead, but like that's just the beginning and end of it. That it's not a toy basically, a car. And Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was 13 years old. Like, you know, yeah. I like, even if I got my driving test and stuff like that, I'd be still fucking nervous driving around the city. I wouldn't mind maybe a back country road where we only meet maybe one or two cars. You'd be all right basically. But going around the city and stuff like that, you know, you're just kind of, especially if you'd ever, like, that could have been, you obviously knew how to drive, but it would take, for example, God forbid he came across a drunk driver or something, like, he wouldn't have a hope. Like, you know, I'm sure he'd probably say I was only having fun and stuff, but, you know, if he, God forbid, if he knocked somebody down or anything like that, you know, then the fun's over. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if you had, like, I know people, farmers, sons and stuff, and they drive the tractor, even though they don't have a tractor's license, around their property, like, but it's not on the public road, it's around their fields and stuff. It's going through the fields. So basically, they can't really do much harm to themselves, basically. Uh, and it's not really, I think in the law it says you're not really supposed to, but if it's on your property and you are his son, the farmer's son or whatever, I think you're fine nearly over that. But yeah, the Ukrainians don't need to even have a license. But you know what I'm saying? It's just too young to be driving the car, and particularly he had two other people in the back who were young bucks too. Like, I'm just saying, God forbid if something happened, you know, we'd be talking about, you know, a few people maybe injured or killed or have lifelong injuries. Like, it is not a game. That's the thing. That's just what they make clear. Yeah, like young fellas too, like driving tractors and stuff. But at least they done their tractor course and stuff. The majority of them, hopefully. But he doesn't seem to even have done anything at all. Like, you know, so he just kind of hopped in the car and he didn't have any good extras at all. But you know what I'm saying? It's just far too young to be driving. Like, even tractor licenses, though, people 14 and 15 driving big tractors around the roads and stuff. It's, you know, too dangerous. It's far too dangerous. But yeah, as Sean said about the Ukrainians, they could just come over here and drive to the heart's content. There's been a few instances of that. But as I say, if you're on the road, you should have all your cadetras, as simple as that. You have your license, etc., etc. Like, it's just plain and simple. Like, there's no two ways about it. You know? Regardless if you're from Timbuktu or wherever, you should have your insurance and your license. You know, your paperwork. Because as I say, it's not a type. Okay. Unfortunately. Yeah, like, there's some fancy cars, like even in Cavan there. You know, they have big fancy cars. I don't know where they get the money from. Well, we all know where they get the money with them. Aye, pretty much. Pretty much, unfortunately, but yeah. I was going to say. Oh yeah, did people see the photo I put up on my community post about the road in Monaghan? Like, I don't even think that photo did it justice, because behind where the person was taking the photo, it was worse than what was shown in the photo. And that's a public road, just to say. So imagine you driving on that road, and I wonder how there's accidents and stuff. Hello, hello. I know there's a few people after joining. Hello, hello. Hope we're doing well. Could she hide? It's only 10 o'clock. But yeah, no, that road in Malhan now. Like, it's a joke how it's just let get so bad. Like, I think they said it's going to cost about 100,000 or something like that to fix the road because it has been just left fucked for so long. So it's a lot of money they need to fix just that part of the road. So it's going to be a deal repair. So they say now. Hello there, Vienna, how are you doing? Yeah, like, particularly some of the councils in Monaghan. Well, one of the councils particularly is looking for it, and it seems like it's going to be done anyway, which is good. But as I say, it shouldn't have been left for so long, you know. Especially because it's not like it just goes to nowhere, the road. Like, there's about 20 houses on the road, just to say. Like, it's literally a good few houses and stuff, and not even at that, like, small houses. These are big houses. And it was left get to that bad. And you wonder too, as just Sean, just even thinking what John just said there, why the fuck would you bother? Why would the people in that road bother paying road tax when you, your vehicle's not fit for the road, so they said to the guards, and you just look at the road and the road's like that. You know, no, because it's bad now. And it's not even that it was, you know, many times it was suggested that something should have been done about it and stuff, which showed up, but it was always left. But yeah, no, the picture's up in my community tab if anybody wants to see it. It's quite bad now. But it's just one out of many hundreds of roads around this country that is just literally in tatters. But still, they get a huge amount of money in road tax. But fuck knows where all the road money, the money for the road tax goes. Like, where does it all go? Who knows? Just gets sucked up into the void, and it's gone forever. Like, literally, that's literally what happens. Like, the money just disappears. But of course, there's money for councillors and stuff. Oh no. Oh dear. The insurrection. Dun, 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 dun. What's happening? What is happening here? Well, I didn't actually hear that much about January 6th. Like, usually you hear just constantly every day just about January 6th, like from the mainstream media in America, but I haven't heard that much. They seem to be all very upset about what Vic Ramaswamy said. He kind of absolutely annoyed them, you know. He said, yeah, it's Little Woman's, yeah, well, Little Christmas, I would call it. Yeah, they kind of have just having the meltdown over that. No, look, I think I'm not too sure actually. Not too sure about that. Don't really know much about you know, Orthodox. Probably is, yeah. I heard something about that before, but as I say, I wouldn't know too much about it. What's this now? Ooh, what's this? Why? What? Interesting. You put the Christmas tree out today. Like, I'd be taking down probably the Christmas tree tomorrow. Or probably Monday. We see. I have the Christmas things down behind me and stuff. I done that today. Just because it's awkward enough when I'm trying to do stuff. Be leaving different things over there, and you know, it's just to do with space. Ooh, what was that? Sorry. Something came up and then it disappeared. Oh, the three wise man. Oh, jeez, if I was wise now, then we'd be doing well. Tomorrow is the 7th. Yeah, the media in America kind of having a meltdown over Rick Ramaswamy. What did can't remember. Nikki Haley said something the other day, and it was absolutely just insane. What was that now? I can't remember. Wished, been summoned. I've been summoned by the Emperor. I probably shouldn't go Imperial Japanese on this. I'm actually having a bite of it. It's funny actually how there's only one kind of emperor like left in the world. There's loads of kings and stuff like that. We're not good at our Banzai yet. But it's funny how there's just only one left now. Like, it used to be the Emperor of Ethiopia too. Haile Selassie. But sure, they shot him. Now there's only the Emperor of Japan. Yeah, what about it? Which one? Ooh, what was that? The phone's making weird. What was I looking for anyway? I'm actually doping. Am I actually having literally brain fits? Like, I must be literally. I literally forgot there for a second what I was talking about. No, I can't really remember what Nikki Haley said, so that doesn't matter. It'll probably be. It's irrelevant, but I just thought it was just. Like, that, like, she's a bit just like Hillary Clinton 2.0. Just a different party, I suppose. I hope. Oh yeah, we were talking about that earlier on, yeah. But like as I said earlier on, it was said this morning that it wasn't going to happen. I don't know where it came from, but they said it wasn't going to happen, that nobody was going to be put in. And then the Department of Immigration have said a different thing tonight, so it seems like they probably are just going to bust them in the middle of the night. Like, we all know their tactics, I suppose. Yeah, I seen something, I don't know her name now, but I seen a video or something on Twitter about it. Like, she was speaking, so I seen it, but she probably said her name, but I can't remember her name. See, there's that much stuff I see on social media and stuff, it's just how they take it all in. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Interesting. I literally just had a brain fit now. The last minute or like my brain's just dead. Like, usually it always is dead, but you know, I'm more dead this time than ever. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, he doesn't know how to get off a stage. But don't worry, he's the leader of the free world. Don't worry. Hail to the chief leader of the free world. Oh, I know, it's shocking. He's the leader of the free world and he doesn't know how to even get off a stage. Well, we all know what the reason is. He just, he has Alzheimer's. Like, he definitely has Alzheimer's, like, or dementia. Like, he definitely just, he doesn't know where he is. Like, he literally doesn't know where he is. And the fact that they're saying he could run again is, you know, I don't know. We totally answer. Well, as I said at one time, I don't think we have, Irish people have a, you know, can have an opinion on it, because, you know, in terms of age, because Eamon De Valera was fucking 90 something when he retired, when he was in the presidency. So I don't think we can use that excuse, you know, about age. Even though he is old, he shouldn't be. Like, at least Eamon De Valera, when he was, you know, in his later years and stuff, he knew what he was doing anyway. Like, he was very intelligent, Eamon De Valera. I didn't actually. I don't even know. I suppose OT even let them speak. I suppose OT have to kind of say something. They couldn't just ignore it. I suppose they even let her on. Just talk for 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, but a few seconds or whatever. Because they don't like people who have opinions. What's happened here? I actually didn't hear that, so. Yeah, see, I don't be watching OT, so I wouldn't have seen it anyway. The only time I ever watch OT, if I need to hear something, they have to say, I don't really care what OT do that. Yeah, it's just the sheer number. Like, even if they're like illegals or whatever, it's just the sheer number at the same time too. It's just too much. Like, it's just far too much people for over 100,000 or so. The population of all of Cavan, and probably Leitrim added in. But Leitrim obviously doesn't exist. It's part of Cavan. He's coping. But it's just far too much for a small country like this that's literally experienced a house and homelessness. It's just kind of putting more pressure on systems, and it's not logical to do that because we overextended ourselves. Like, we have overextended ourselves. Like, it was all right taking in a few people, but we kind of went overboard a bit. That's what when I mean by a bit, we went fucking insane. We see what happens as the Irish Examiner, I think, said last week, there'll probably be a few far right politicians. Let me sorry, do the quotation, but far right politicians probably will get in the local town election stuff. So that's what they're afraid of anyway too. So they have to be afraid of the far right. So they say. Allegedly. Of course. Picture thing. Excuse me, sorry. But no, just coming to think of it too. Like, just talking about Mayo earlier on, and talking about Westport too, Mayo. What do you call the fucking outside Castlebar? What do you call it? The Irish Inquiry often talks. It's always that Brayfield House, yeah. Like, I'm just trying to think. I was like, my brain's literally dying. So yeah, just wanted to say about the. Well, in general, I suppose. Let me just get my words together. So in general, like in Mayo particularly, what the Irish Inquiry found out particularly, which is very shocking, that so basically in every county council they have a director of services, basically over the services of the council. They have one in every county. So basically, the one in Mayo seems to be just fucking. Basically, his job as director of services is to inform the councillors of what he's doing. To inform them what he's doing, what's happening, etc., etc. And obviously, he doesn't seem to be doing that. The one in Mayo, so he's up to something. Because usually the directors of it, usually before the government goes to put asylum seekers in, as far as my knowledge, just knowing about Cavan and stuff, they go to the director of services of the county councils. As far as I know. But it seems like particularly the one in Mayo seems to be up to something. Because even the councillors themselves have said that not being informed stuff. So, no, because I'm just looking at it oftentimes to see about it. Because particularly it's good, like the way they've toned around the councillors, the majority of the councillors are kind of thinking down there and saying, he's actually right, in what he's saying. Because they are actually, you could see it in them that they are actually taking like the politicians there. There seems to be had a change of heart, particularly in the last few months, had a change of heart from the original stance. So I kind of just look at it from a distance. But see, too, with the local authority election coming up, as I was saying earlier on, the councils are in a bit of trouble, regardless, Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a huge amount. Like, there's a lot in that particular area. Like, there's a lot of money to it too. Like, these hotels and stuff are making huge buck on it. Like, ridiculous amount of money. Like, it's something that's not talked about a lot too. I think we focus too much on where they're going and stuff, but we don't focus on the people who are making the money behind the scenes. The people who are giving up their properties and stuff. Like, they're making a killing. We probably should focus a bit more on that too. The people who are just, in my opinion, they're being very greedy in terms of what they're doing. The hotels and stuff, they're giving up their buildings and stuff, because obviously they're getting huge government multi-millions government contracts. I mean, multi-millions, literally multi-millions. Yeah, the government's making money, but the hoteliers and stuff, they're making money too. Like, it's just basically all just big money, basically. That's what that way. To put it lightly. Yeah, it's probably more than that. We're talking probably more than 3 or 4. Like, it's literally insane, like, what's happening. As I say earlier on, it's going to be the biggest thing of the next the local Tory election coming up. Like, it's going to be the thing that everybody's going to get to the door, basically. But near enough at all places. Kids, basically. Yeah, Dublin City Council do it. Like, the well-known Dublin City Council for lifting tents and just fucking them in, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The beginning. Yeah, I seen pictures of the International Protection Office. Like, it's just literally like something out of San Francisco. Yeah, we probably would be arrested. Yeah, if we did it. To put it lightly. As I said, there's rules for one and then there's rules for others. Yeah, like, it's just insane. Like, you're claiming asylum from all the way over there. You know, like, you're kind of taking the piss a bit if you're doing that kind of stuff, you know. Just a bit, you know. You know. Like, that's just kind of acting the maggot, if you may use that word. Like, literally, there's people coming from Timbuktu when they're claiming asylum. Like, I wouldn't mind if they were maybe claiming coming from the United Kingdom, like there was an English person coming from the United Kingdom, and they were saying, "Oh, I'm fleeing oppression in the United Kingdom," right? You know, logically, the first country they probably will come to is Ireland. You know, understandable. You know, but they're coming from literally the Cameroon, as you say, Congo, and they're coming from fucking places like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of kilometers away. You know, it's a bit too much. And I know a lot of people would say we have to do our bit and etc. etc. But you know, we have to kind of face facts. You know, you can't literally house the world. You simply cannot do that. It's impossible. You know, we're getting told to house people as we are. Like, take for example, Georgia is a perfect example. That one only just said there. What's happening in Georgia? You know, I know in Azerbaijan and Armenia and stuff, there's a bit of trouble, right? But in Georgia, and in Albania too, there's nothing really. You know, there's nothing happening there, basically. There's no war around. And, you know, you think the first country to go to is either Turkey or they go to, you know, they go to Russia or Azerbaijan, other countries. But the reason why they come here is because they get a lot handed to them, and you know, compared to maybe if they went to there, you know, the Turkish government wouldn't be too fond to give them something. Yeah, like not to mention the Ukraine anymore. Like it's just all forgotten, but. Yeah, I see that, but we're not allowed to talk too much about the list on YouTube. That's the only thing. Because YouTube is not very happy about that. If that makes any sense. Like I love now, well, I wouldn't love to talk about it. You know, I talk about it if I could, but you can't talk about it here. Because I say probably YouTube CEO or so will be probably mentioned somewhere now. And they wouldn't want that. But I seen that they didn't make the list anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Like, why would you go to a country for Christmas and stuff if there's a war or so going on? Like, who would do that? Like, doesn't make any sense. What is happening now? Just checking. Community watch, as I said. Yeah, do you remember the time Vic Walker-Swaney said to Nikki Haley, can you name one province in eastern Ukraine that you want to send US troops to fight in? And she couldn't name it. Like, she literally, you could see it in her face that she literally just kind of put her head down and said nothing of that. I don't know if the music too. I know I kind of have this music on. I don't know if it's any good. Yeah, I'll probably be back tomorrow. Yeah, because I think if you're away from the state for so long, you won't get your social welfare and stuff. Just pull up on it. I know, that's what I'm saying. Right? In the amount of countries between Ireland and Ukraine is astronomical. And not even that, like Ukraine is, I don't know, 50 times the size of Ireland. Like Ukraine is a big, big country. Like it is a huge country. Obviously, it's a bit smaller now. You know, the other side of Ukraine, there's nothing happening on the other side of Ukraine. So I don't get it. You know. Like you basically have all of Europe, and then you turn up in at the beginning of Europe in Ireland. You know, I don't know. Like as I said before, I don't think if something happened here in Ireland, we had to go off to Ukraine to flee war here, take for example. I don't think Zelensky would give us anything. Let's put that way. Yeah, go and claim asylum in France. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't think that would happen. Unfortunately, I don't think you'll be allowed to do that. But if a bomb goes off somewhere in Timbuktu, you're allowed to do it. But obviously, if it's in Ireland, then you know you can't apply basically. Let's put it that way. But as I said before, it's just plain and simple. It's not that we're being mean or we're being evil to people or we're being far right or anything like that. It's just that you have to talk logical. You can't just flood the country with millions and millions of people and give them everything, you know, and try and house them. And like it's impossible. Like even the best countries in the world couldn't do it. Like it's just simply illogical. Like you're just making your citizens suffer in terms of resources and stuff and housing and many other different things. Like it's just illogical what they're doing. But as I said before, they know what they're doing. It'd be different if they didn't know what they were doing. Like they know widely what they're doing. Read the fleet. He probably was, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, what have I done? I say we're still live for another few minutes, and I know we're late tonight. We shouldn't be probably this late. But just had a lot on this evening. And I didn't get around to it. Usually be 8 o'clock or so by the time we stream or something. But we're a bit late today. So look at this, they always say better late than never. I don't know. I don't think it'd be as bad as maybe Finland or Sweden. It'd probably be cold enough, but it wouldn't be too cold. Let's put that way. Yeah, I suppose maybe, yeah, it probably would be, because I think in Germany as well. Yeah. Uh, I don't think we would, probably. Maybe the United States you probably would get a good bit. Because obviously everybody in the United States is apparently Irish, you know. But the vast majority of Europe, if something happened here in the morning, would probably say no. Let's put that way. Only Uncle Sam maybe might take us in. But Uncle Sam has a lot on his plate at the moment. Yeah, probably would. Yeah, it would be probably cold enough during the winter and stuff. But obviously not as bad as probably Sweden or Norway and Finland. It wouldn't be too nice as well in the summer. Did you think? Yeah, well, I suppose it probably is, but I said they probably prioritise. Well, at the moment it seems like they're prioritising everybody else that isn't. You know, the way it should go, and the longer you're on the housing list, you should get it before anybody else. Basically, if you're on it 10 years, then you should get it before the person that's on it 5 years. It's only logical. Anyway, I think we maybe might leave it there for tonight. Unless there's something else people want to say. Well, the Irish language is not, obviously people are not speaking as much as they used to. Like, obviously it's well outnumbered, but a lot of people are not speaking it. Like it kind of just died. It's kind of died off. Anyway, I think we might leave it there for tonight. So yeah, I talked these all later. Yeah, more Ukrainian spoken than anything else to do in this country at the moment. But anyway, we'll leave it there for tonight. Thank you, everyone. I'll be back soon, anyway. And I talk to you then. Good night. If I can see you later, and good night.